Ladies and gentlemen, Democrats are showing you what they really think about you. Like Oprah said, somebody shows you who they are, you might want to listen. Let's take a look, shall we?
Severe steps already, but of course there's more we can always consider doing.
Senator Tom Cotton is coming up on the program next. He says the United States should be doing more to crack down on the Russian energy sector. Here's what he had to say.
How about we impose those sanctions, but we lift all those restrictions on the production of American oil and gas so we can start drilling on federal lands again and putting out new leases, so we can reopen the Keystone Pipeline, which would bring more oil into America every day from Canada than we import every day from Russia.
President open to those proposals?
Well, first, George, I think on the energy sector, the way that President Biden has approached sanctions is we want to take every step to maximize the impact and the consequences on President Putin while minimizing the impact on the American people and the global community. And so energy sanctions are certainly on the table. We have not taken those off, but we also want to do that and make sure we're minimizing the impact on the global marketplace and do it in a united way. I would say that the congressman's recommendations there, the Keystone Pipeline was not processing oil through the system. That does not solve any problems. That's a misdiagnosis or maybe a misdiagnosis of what needs to happen. I would also note that on oil leases, what this actually justifies in President Biden's view is the fact that we need to reduce our dependence on foreign oil, on oil in general, and we need to look at other ways of having energy in our country and others. One of the interesting things, George, we've seen over the last week or so is that a number of European countries are recognizing they need to reduce their own reliance on Russian oil. So I'm not sure we agree with that assessment of what needs to happen, but energy sanctions remain on the table.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what she just said there is a couple of bold-faced lies. They are converting over to green energy, talking about Europe, some European countries. Here's the problem. Here is the problem. With wind energy, when there's no wind, you have no energy. With solar power, when there's no sun, you have no solar power. Now, eventually we need to switch over, find something. Nuclear, I don't know. That's pretty reliable. It's pretty safe these days. They want to do it now because they don't care about you. And you can see this, it's not only through the energy sector, you can see it in a few different ways. Right now, the United States government is shipping tons of munitions and rifles to the Ukraine. Yet they don't want you to have a simple AR-15. Right now, the American government is calling, even though Biden said in his speech, we don't need to defund the police, we need to refund the police. That's actually not what they're doing. I just showed you a video of Cori Bush. Just not long ago, got on TV and in the same breath, said abolish the police and my life is important. And if I need to spend $1,000 or $10,000 on private security, then that's because my life is important. They're showing you you're not important. See, here's their game plan to push you towards this Green New Deal. They want to get the American public to the point to where gas prices and food prices are so high. Keep in mind, you won't be able to heat your homes. Your kids will be starving. You won't be able to get to work. They'd rather push a complete collapse and not care about the United States of America just so they can get their Green New Deal done. Because they know if they push you to the breaking point, you'll be on the phone calling your representatives, hey, push this Green New Deal through. Push it through. We need relief down here. And that's what they want. And they don't care if your kids starve to death, if your kids can't get health care because now you don't have enough gas to get to work. They don't care if your babies aren't getting Similac. They don't care if your bills aren't paid. They do not care. They're sociopaths. They're sociopaths. Look how out of touch they are. Only a sociopath could be that out of touch. I forget the movie, but there's this movie where this guy works in an office building every day and just flips out and starts going around shooting people. He's tired of it. That's who they are. They have no care for you. None at all. None at all. You'll watch gas prices go up to $5, $6 from $1.86. See, and I think this plan has been in place for a while, which is why they need your AR-15s, because they don't want you being able to put up a fight. Then Biden a lie and come out and say, oh, to defend yourself from the United States government. Actually, that's not even how he said it. It didn't even make sense the way he said it. You need F-22s and maybe some nukes. All you need is a double-barrel shotgun. Think about it. They'll say abolish the police while your neighborhoods and cities, the crime is through the roof in these cities. Think about this, right? And often, as I say to you, you guys are my outlet, and I often think as I do these videos, think about this, right? BLM marched through major U.S. cities and burnt them to the ground, destroying businesses. Not one Democrat came out and spoke out against it. Not one. However, they did bail out BLM rioters because they're the Democrats' brown shirts. This is silly. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you now, and now I see it. They want that Green New Deal no matter what. And they know if they can push you to and past the breaking point, they'll get it. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about America. Remember, Democrats not long ago tried to pass a bill not to say the Pledge of Allegiance at the opening of congressional meetings anymore. Think about that. Democrat cities have taken the Pledge of Allegiance out of schools. They don't care about you. They care about their itty bitty, and this is for those of you who aren't not Democrat millionaires, you're an idiot because they don't care about you either. They just want you to do their dirty work, and you're out there doing it. They don't care about the hardworking American. They don't care that the price of a pack of chicken has doubled or tripled. They do not give a damn because they're eating filet mignon. They don't care about gas prices because they don't pay for gas. I saw the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, say Americans just need to go out and get an EV car, electric vehicle. Like that shit doesn't work in the country, bruh. And to drop $60,000, $100,000 on an electric vehicle? Are you out of your mind? Some people out here, we don't even pay that for our houses. It's a house payment. See, they don't care because they're out of touch. And I say it's time to remove them. And send this to your Democrat friends. Either we remove them or it's divorce time. You know, when you're in a marriage and you get to that breaking point, it's like, hey, this is what you need to fix or we're done. That's kind of where America is. So, not worried about the Ukraine war. Now Israel is threatening a strike on Iran because they keep enriching their plutonium. Not worried about that. We might have our own battle to fight here on our own land soon. Hey, stack up on your ammo. Make sure you got good food supplies. Make sure you got good water supplies. Don't give up your weapons. You saw what happened in Australia. And it may be time to get it because these idiots don't stop. And now with Biden, intentionally, I'm going to say intentionally, pushing gas prices through the roof because that's the quickest and easiest way to hurt Americans. I think he's doing it intentionally. There's no way you have the highest gas prices in the last 40, 50, 60 years ever, right? And you want to push them further unless you're doing it on purpose. I don't know, people. You tell me what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share. And always, especially in these days and times, keep your powder dry and do what you got to do.